Alrighty then, incredible greetings, everyone. Man, I'm really like, I got a good 30, 40 minutes at most. I had a client stop by right as I was about, like, it always happens, like right as I'm about to go live. And that's why I was like, look, I love you, boo, but you gotta go. I gotta get this video done. So I got about a good 30, 40 minutes. It's Friday. We're gonna try and get some questions answered real quick. I wish I could do these later. Only it's like I have to come back because we don't work out of the house anymore. So sometimes these are a little bit rushed when I'm like on crunch time because I have to go get the little person from school. Oh, Jesus. All right. So hello. Incredible greetings, everyone. Incredible greetings. Welcome in. As you guys come in, drop a hey, how you doing? Even if you're watching the playback of this, just say hey. That helps the video. Let me know where you're watching from. If you are a current creative crafter, let me know what you do in the creative space. If you are doing it for leisure, but maybe make a little bit of money on the side, or if you're trying to start a full-fledged business with it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and hit share real quick. Just share this out to my groups. All right, let's go ahead and copy this, post. Hello. Thank you for the rose. Welcome in. All right, there we go. All right, so hello, everyone. Incredible evening or incredible greetings. My name is Shakeya, the professor of HSINK365. We are home of the Honestly Speaking brand of products for sublimation. We also carry pigment ink and other accessories. Silhouette Anonymous, which is our online platform where we have, online, we have been teaching guys how to use and master Silhouette Studio as well as the Cameo machines. I do have 6. The other day, we actually pulled out the machines. I did an overview of all the machines. So if you are considering a Cameo and you just kind of wanted to see how it works, it's not the 5. I don't have a 5 just yet, but I did kind of do an overview. If you have machines that have been sitting in boxes for a really long time, not quite sure which one you have, check that video out over on Silhouette Anonymous's YouTube channel. We made this box, with the dual lid. My students learned how to turn a solid lid like this into one. So you can have a box that's versatile and just change it from a lid like this to one that has a window. All right. So check that out. If you are enrolled in Essentials of Silhouette Studio, this was lesson 2 for the new refresher sessions that everyone that has access to, like everyone that's enrolled in Essentials of Silhouette Studio, you have access to the new live classes. No additional cost. Just log onto your dashboard. If you haven't been into your dashboard in a long time, like since you first purchased Essentials of Silhouette Studio, now is a great time to revisit that dashboard because we have new classes, new lessons, new homework assignments. We had a homework assignment yesterday. I am going to go over one of them just so you guys can kind of see. And in case maybe the algorithm is just now reaching somebody, because we've been doing this, like now it's like our 4th week. We're 4 weeks in. We have, it's going to be 13 weeks of new live sessions. So we're 4 weeks in, but I know that some people, they haven't gotten the, they didn't read the email. They haven't seen one of our live videos about it. So if this is your first time hearing about Essentials to Silhouette Studio. So if it's the 30-day class, the 30-day course now has new live classes that you can attend every single week via Zoom. We're still doing it the same way. We're breaking it down. This time we have actual, like, hey, this is your homework lessons within them. So definitely check out your dashboard, okay? And then, of course, 365 Creative Academy. That's where we help you to unlock your creativity in detailed, step-by-step guided classes, okay? I like to do live Q&As. These are just help sessions. You know, if you need help along the way, have questions with Silhouette, your business, sublimation, party favors, like printing, troubleshooting, any of that, we like to come on and have at least one, like have a really good Q&A session at least once a week, because I know everyone may not be able to be in one of the classes, or, you know, be in one of our paid classes, but I still want to be able to help my community and share the knowledge and expertise that I have gathered over the past 26 years and share that with you guys to help make your journey just a little bit easier. So feel free to drop your questions. We welcome questions, guys. We welcome them being as detailed as possible. I know over here on TikTok, it is a little bit difficult because you guys are limited in characters. And so, like, writing it over and over and over and over, like writing that, it can be a bit much. Hey, Kita, you know, over here on TikTok. But if you want some help, you've been doing Facebook searches or Google searches looking for answers and feel like you haven't quite found that answer to really help you solve your problem, I'm someone that can possibly help you solve that problem. So definitely ask your questions, post your questions, okay? All right. I do see a question that came up. This question actually came up before we even kind of like went live officially. All right. So let's say hello to Cheryl, Danny. Fun-filled Friday to all. Hello, Phyllis from Stitching Studio. Thank you so much. Let's see. Hey, Professor, where can I get the QR code grid? Or can you give me some pointers so that I can try and make one? So you don't, I do it only like if I'm going to end up like cutting it out of something, but most of the QR codes, my grid only works if you are doing the QR code from Google, which is like circles. A lot of QR codes are actually squares. So the grid doesn't help you, like it doesn't make it to where you're making a QR code. I use that just to copy the QR code that Google Chrome makes for me, because I'll use that as my QR code generator, because it's absolutely free. Yeah, it puts a little dinosaur in the middle, but you can cover that up by creating a shape over it, or if you're using like Photoshop, you can paint over it with white or erase it. So I use that. My grid is only when I want to make my circles a little bit more defined. But a lot of the QR code generators are actually squares. So the grid that I have probably wouldn't be beneficial if you're not using Google Chrome, a Google Chrome web browser to create your QR codes. So you don't need that to make the QR code. You need an actual QR code generator. So between Google Chrome, Bitly, Canva has one. There's a couple different like outlets that you can generate QR codes from. Before, QR codes generation used to be something you had to pay for to maintain or keep that QR code. Now, it's just like with anything else. When it first comes out, people are charging for it. And then the more people are doing it, it becomes oversaturated. And you can pretty much get them done in and everywhere, included in like, you know, it can be included in things like Canva Pro, or like for me, like my Bitly. But you can also go to, like you have Google Chrome. So it's the extension. So not just going to google.com. You have to have the Google Chrome web browser, and then you click on the three dots and it'll be like share, and you can create a QR code there. Okay. Good afternoon. So I made your mantra out of vinyl and put it in the sewing room wall. Okay, so I'm working on homework this weekend. So wait, which mantra? Your research starts here, or the one that I adopted from King, which is Methods are many, principles are few, methods change, principles never do. That one, or your research starts here and your journey starts here. Which mantra have you made out of vinyl? I'm back, but not too long. I got to go pick up the little one. He has to be picked up by 6. So we have about a good 10-15 minutes. I had a client come over, so to submit some things for an order that she wants, and that kind of ran a little bit longer. So we're on here. Our time is shortened. So if you get your questions in, y'all know we're gonna be on afterwards. I take y'all with me. But over here, y'all got about a good 10-15 minutes to ask your questions, and let's get some answers, because I won't be back in the office for the rest of the day. Aloha, watching from Maui. Thank you so much for tapping in and joining us today. So hopefully we have some good questions, and this will be a worthwhile video. If not, I'll probably, like I always say, it's always playback. As long as there's good information, there's good questions, it's worth it to keep the playback, but there's like no questions whatsoever, it is a video that I will then just delete. Thank you so much for double tapping the video and liking the video. Thank you so much. Ooh, wait, there we go. Any questions for me? What can I help you master today? What can I help you just figure out? What frustration can I ease for you today? I am willing to share my 26 years of experience with you. Thank you so much for double tapping the screen and liking the video. I've been wanting to sub on Canvas. So you have to remember that with the Canvas, like as is, if it's not one that someone is selling as a sublimation ready canvas, most canvases are made from kind of like cotton, and they'll have like their media on it, medium on it, which can somewhat take the sublimation ink. So if you're doing something like a paint party, you want to be able to create canvases for Valentine's Day and basically just have a line art on it, just to guide, those who aren't actually like artists and painters. So you want to have that there, and it gives them an area to kind of like a guide to paint in. You can just press right to that with black sublimation ink. It's not going to be super vibrant. It's going to be light enough to where they're going to be able to see it and paint around it and whatnot. If you're wanting to put like a full color image, you want to put someone's picture or something like that on canvas, you're going to have to put laminate on it. Laminate sheets normally isn't big enough for like the bigger canvases. You would have to go to A to Z, or I'm on TikTok Shop. You would have to go to Amazon, and there's called laminate film. It's the ones that's normally in the really big laminating machines. So you want to get that so that you can fully cover the canvas. You're going to have to press that and adhere it, and then you can put your sub print. But it's so it's like a couple steps if it's not polyester. Remember, sublimation only works on synthetic fibers, which the main one is polyester. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone that has like polyester canvases. Most time people are just subbing on it to use it for paint parties, or they're going to laminate them. And our paper is perfect for it, because when you are like, if you're going to do the flat canvases, they will bubble up if you have too much heat. So being able to sublimate at a lower temperature, lower time, and not needing a lot of pressure is great for those. If you're trying to do a wrap canvas, you may want to just, get a staple remover and remove all the staples, laminate it, sub it, and then staple it back. If you're going to try and do it on there, you're not going to be able to get the edges because there is a lip on the frame, and that's going to make it where you're not going to be able to get even pressure. But if you're trying to put something just in the middle, You're going to have to build that middle part up and then press it. Awesome. Awesome. I love that. I love that one. Methods are many, principles are few. Methods change, principles never do. Hola. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome in. Any questions for me? We have about 10 minutes. You are welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. My name is Shakeya, the professor. I see a lot of people coming in with names like crafts, designs. I'm not sure Sweet Tea is like a business name, but I am seeing a lot of names on here that have like, it seems like you do crafts or doing business. So you guys will get to come with me for a little bit, Cheryl, but no, I won't be back because I'm not coming back into the office today. I will try to maybe come in tomorrow, but no, I won't be back anymore today. So if you are coming in and you are someone that is in the creative space, you're in a craft business. My name is Shakeya, the professor. I am, for lack of better words, a craft like teacher, craft coach, craft professor. I help a lot of crafters. So I really try and take you to that next level. I don't really consider myself like in that space to be a crafter that makes money because I just think of business. I don't try to limit it and just kind of say craft. Because there's so much when it comes to business. So I do, I can help you on any level that you're on when it comes to crafting, if that is what you are starting out when you want it to basically build into a business. I know everything from vinyl and HTV vinyl. Well, HTV is vinyl. So HTV or adhesive vinyl, sublimation, party favors, paper crafting, on the business side. So feel free to pick my brain. She says a guru. Thank you so much, Shar. All right. It doesn't seem like anyone is watching that has questions over on Facebook and YouTube. I do these video guys, but I don't like coming on here and just kind of like just sitting here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just end it. Doesn't seem like anyone like that got the notification has any questions. I know sometimes you guys are on here. Hey, I just want to know whatever, I'm always learning something, but if no one asks questions, there's nothing really for you guys to learn. And I don't want it to be we're 17 minutes in and someone's watching the playback and there's really no information whatsoever in this video. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just end this one and then probably delete it over there for you guys. Let's see. Okay, so there's a question here. I want to do the foam board, marquee number 6 and 0, about 5 feet. I'm going to watch the class over again, but do you advise me to go that route? So the class will help you. You can book a one-on-one, but I will not be able to like walk you through everything. That takes hours to do. When we did the marquee one, we had 2 days that were well over 8 hours. Now you probably won't need the first one because if you're just doing a you're kind of sort of need it because you have to like break it up. So if you want a class like that's just about creating the template for it and breaking it up, I can help you with that. Or just simply go out and buy one. If like you are on a crunch, I teach designing, but guys, you really don't have to learn to design like every single thing. I teach it for those who have time and you have a desire to learn to design. But there are a lot of great creators who already have those as digital files. So you can go onto sites like Etsy and whatnot, and then just get the files. They're already as PDFs. You print them out, you cut them down, and then you can start making your numbers. So unless it's something that's really, really custom, a specific type of like number or like font that you want, you can just go and buy the templates and then just go from there, especially if you're on a time crunch. But as far as putting them together, I don't do one-on-ones for that because I can't really be in the room with you and like waiting for like cuts and stuff like that. So the class would be the better one. Know that there's going to be, it's a lot of sites because I don't edit stuff out. So there were times where I'm just waiting for everyone to cut theirs down, but I go, I break it down. I tell you all the tools and stuff that you need in the foam board class. Yeah, the fact that you need it for the 9th, I would recommend maybe buying the templates and, not sure if it's like for a paid event. Those are things that, guys, when you're, if you don't create it yourself, which can save you a little bit of money, just build that into it. Some people sell their templates for like $5. Some people it's $10. I mean, I've seen some for certain layouts and stuff as much as like $20 for a template. But when you think about, even if you're DIYing it, how much you're going to save, because some people will charge $200-$300 for that marquee and for that shape. For you, it can be less of a headache because you're on, it's, the 9th is not that far away. So maybe for this particular one, instead of trying to learn how to create the design from scratch, it would be better to just purchase it, like purchase a file, cut it out, and then follow the second day of the foam board class. Hi, I just joined your class. I'm having a hard time printing design for Sublimation for it to come out dark. What are you pressing it to? Because Sublimation can go on a number of things. It can go on a tumbler. It can go on a shirt. It can go on a slate. It can go on a mouse pad. Your printer matters. Your print settings matter. The paper you're using matters. All those things. So on a tumbler, okay, which printer, what paper, what print settings do you use? Those are all very, very important questions to help figure that out. You're welcome. Thank you. Next question. Do we still get discount? Yes. Last I checked, it works. I'll check it right now. But last I checked, let's see. Let's go Sublimation, blanks, a 40-ounce mug? Or do you mean a tumbler? I ain't never heard of a 40-ounce mug. Ooh, $13.65. That's my kind of number. So I'm going to just add that to the cart. Let's add a couple of those to the cart. So let's see. I'm going to go over here, view cart, promo code 9PKD6. Oh, maybe not. I don't know what happened. I'll have to reach out to my... So yeah, thank you for letting me know that. 9PKD6. Oh, yep. I guess it's not working. So I have to reach out to my rep to see what's going on with the code. But yeah, so yeah, I guess it's not working. Yeah, but then that doesn't really help me any. They may have 50% off, but like, I appreciate those who are definitely trying to help, and because that we get a small commission from that. But yeah, they have, maybe that's why they have a code where, I mean, you can definitely use that. I appreciate you trying to give me the credit, but like you said, they do have a code and they have it for 50% off right now of all drinkware. So definitely check that out. All right, so okay. I'm not sure what setting to put my Epson Turner printer. I'm just learning, so I'm not sure what to do. Sorry, I'm trying to type fast. Welcome to the door. So every time I try to print a picture on the printer for sublimation, I get these little white lines and the picture. Okay, so that's what I thought. Your picture is not supposed to be dark when you print it out, okay? So as a lot of people who are new to sublimation don't realize that it prints out and they're like, whoa, like, you know, how do I get this to, you know, look good? All right, where the heck? Oh, come on. We were live earlier. I literally just had this dang old thing. I like using that one because it matches this tumbler. And then you can really see the before and after. Hold on. Oh gosh, where did this darn paper go? Oh, it's right here. Duh. So it's not supposed to be dark or bright or vibrant on your paper. This is the print. This is an actual print. This is printed on Honestly Speaking paper, plain paper, bright white setting. So it's going to look like this. But once it is pressed, you get this. So sublimation is not, your sublimation print is not supposed to be dark or vibrant. It's not supposed to be the true colors on the paper. This is before, this is just printed. And then this is what you get once it is pressed. So after you press it or after you put it in an oven, you sub it, then you'll see the true colors. Okay, but even when I sub it, it doesn't transfer over dark. That's something, if you're on Facebook, post in our group, let me see the pictures. Because, I mean, you should go from this and once you press it. Now, if it's not showing up like this, 9.9% of the time, it's because it's not a sublimation tumbler. Did you happen to get your tumblers from Amazon? I don't have a code. I just have a link. So I do have, it's on our, it should be in the description. If not, it's definitely on my Linktree. So there's no code, but we do have a link for Heat Transfer Warehouse. Puff vinyl is cool. I mean, it's a great technology. It makes things look really, really cool. Now you have to do a lot of testing. All puff vinyls are not created equal. So definitely make sure you take some little squares, you test it, you know, put it on a piece of fabric or something and do a couple of tests to see, like checking your temperature, your pressure, your time to see what's going to give you the best puff. And you may have to end up doing that for, like, you know, if you get different brands, and sometimes even from color to color, it changes. So puff is a little bit more temperamental. It takes a little bit more patience, and you really have to do test prints or test press to make sure that it's actually going to puff up and you have the right amount of pressure and the right amount of time, and it's not going to get all like squiggly. That's the only thing with puff. It's not like all the others where you just kind of press and go, because it puffs up. But yeah, it's a cool. I like the texture, or like the look that it gives. Hey, happy Friday. Hello from Maryland. I'm still getting a bit, I've been getting a little bit better colors from F570, but still need to use the high temps, but also haven't tried your paper back in there again. Yeah, so I can't really help you with the temps on the other ones. So Hogs sells sublimation. They also sell standard ones. So you have to be careful and make sure that you got the sublimation ones. If you've pressed it and, you know, the ink is off and on here it doesn't look bright, but you can see the color, it's not a sublimation. You got one that's not sublimation. If you look at your invoice and it says that you ordered sublimation ones, send them a picture and let them know that you did not receive sublimation tumblers. All right, so I've got a question. I got a side business where I sell my own books. Should I lower the price a bit? I when it comes to that, I have no idea when it comes to books and what like that market, what that industry is. So I cannot tell you, you know, as far as if you should lower your prices or not. That's one where if you're looking for a mentor to help you figure out your right pricing to maximize your profit margin, you would have to book a consultation with me so that I can kind of go over what your overhead is, what the cost is like per book, how are you marketing, who are you marketing to, is it someone that has disposable income, how is it going to be beneficial to them, what pain points. So these are all things that we would have to go over, but you can book a consultation in order to go through that and figure out, you know, the right price. If you are selling them at that price, then hey, why would you need to lower them? But if for some reason you're putting it out there and you're not getting a lot of people to actually purchase it, then you want to probably look at who you're marketing to, how you're marketing it, and really looking at the value of that product. So you guys have to remember, I do a training that just talks about different features of heat presses. I've not tried any of these. I have a Hotronix and I have my Sure Profit. I cannot say like for a certainty if any heat press is going to be a good one. I just kind of go off of certain like features of them. When I like went through my classes, I go through like a lot of the sublimation ones. I go through, I talk about things like to kind of look for when you're watching videos, see, or, you know, even, you know, ask them questions about the rebound temp, like when it drops, how long does it take it to get up? You know, look and do searches and see people who have them, ask in groups, see if they have any cold spots, how accurate is the temperature, if they've temp checked it. I can't answer if it is a good one or not. I mean, Heat Transfer Warehouse is a company that I would trust. I would look and really see what their warranty is, what type of protections. So like with mine, if something goes wrong, like stalls, you know, even when that knob went out, they replaced it. So looking to see what type of maintenance support they have, because these things can go out. Do they offer replacement parts? I personally would never ever order a high ticket item like a heat press if there's not a good warranty, if they don't have some sort of like, you know, maintenance or like technical support, or they don't have replacement parts. If your motherboard or like something goes out, do they have replacements? Can they tell you where to get a replacement from? Or you at, you know, just at your, you just have to do it yourself. So I would never make that investment in something like that, where if something goes wrong, I'm kind of like out on a limb. So that's the only thing I can say. But I do, Heat Transfer Warehouse is a company that I would trust, and that's like their brand. So I doubt that they're going to kind of put out mess, because they're not kind of a mom and pop, like they have a full operation going on. So I would, you know, trust their products, but I've never used that particular press to say if it is good or bad. I just know that that's a pretty good company. Her print comes out with the white lines. Is it? It's not just the color. Okay, so it's probably your settings. I don't know which paper you're using. My settings could possibly help you if you can tell me like the exact settings. I think you said you didn't know the settings. If you can tell me the settings, because if you are printing out, also like which program are you printing from? Because if you're printing it out and it's just plain paper setting, and it's like either draft or standard, normal, things like that, then you're going to get what's called banding lines, because it's printing it really, really quickly. If you're going to use plain paper, you have to change it to the highest possible quality. So I do have a video for that. If you're using premium matte, it should not come out with lines. If you are getting lines, you want to run a nozzle check. A nozzle check will tell you the state of your print heads. So if you end up seeing a bunch of breaks, so this is a nozzle check. Yours won't have 2 channels per color. Yours will have 1 channel per color. So you're just looking to see if there's an excessive amount of breaks in it. So this one, I mean, this is kind of sort of bad, but not too bad. I can kind of maneuver. I can still work with this. But if you have a lot of breaks in all the colors, that's going to cause banding as well. A nozzle check does not fix the issue. It just alerts you to what the issue is. So you can try a print head cleaning. If after like 2 print head cleanings is not cleared up, then you're going to have a severe clog and something that's going to take a little bit more work. Unfortunately, I'm not able to kind of assist with that because there's no guaranteed method. Some people will do the power clean and it will help. Others will do that and it'll actually make their printer completely stop working. So if it's just a small clog, a print head or 2 should clear it out. If it's more severe than that, then it takes a lot more to kind of get that going, which is one of the reasons why I don't recommend EcoTank printers. But this is going to be your first step, okay? So when you do a nozzle check, remember, a nozzle check does not fix an issue. It's just alerting you to a potential issue. So if you did the nozzle check and everything was straight lines, like there were no breaks, there's no need to do a print head cleaning. No need to do a print head cleaning because that is not an issue. So if your nozzle check is good, then it's your print settings. All right, so you guys hold tight. You're going to come with me. At this time, I'm going to have to end the live for those of you guys over on Facebook and YouTube. I got to go pick up the littles. He got to be picked up by 6 o'clock. It is 5:52 on a Friday. So got to go get him. Thank you guys so very much. Hopefully the question we were able to answer, make sure that you guys tap in when I do the Q&As. There's no like set schedule, but if you see me on or come into the group, submit your questions. Or you can always drop your questions on our community tab, or you can email them directly to me, theprofessor@hsink365.com, and I will use your question to start off our Q&A videos. So we're always here to help, and you have a lot of places where you can submit your questions. Just do not inbox them to me, okay? So either send them through email, make a post in the group, leave a comment on one of our community posts on YouTube, or join us in the next Q&A, all right? Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.